Saturday the 12th of November, and the sun is shining after a week of dull and damp and grey weather. So it's lovely to have such a beautiful day, but I'm perhaps particularly pleased because today I am having, as we can see, you come through here, and the scaffolding on the roof, having solar panels installed on the roof, and look, the sun is shining on the roof, which is great. It's a bit ironic if you haven't fitted and it's all dull and it's all grey. So here we are, solar panels, seeking to make the most of the government's initiative, which is coming to a close in the feed-in tariff, and it's going to change the appearance of the roof, but it's going to make a contribution to our carbon footprint in terms of reducing it, but at the same time it's going to be a good investment. So through the day we'll see the progress and see how these panels begin to take shape. So welcome to my day. Welcome to my studio. At the moment I present two programmes for BCB, that's Bradford Community Broadcasting, BCB 106.6 FM. And one of them is called Bradford Voices, where I interview folk with a Bradford connection, extraordinary, ordinary people with a Bradford connection, and seek to share their stories. And this morning I'm hoping to get a Skype interview with Rob Gilroy, who used to be in Bradford, now up in the northeast, and is an up-and-coming comedian, and performed with him last year at the Edinburgh Festival. It was his show, but it gave me a little bit of space, which was quite fun. I'm very glad to have it on my CV. And I'm hoping to catch Rob now and see if I can include him in a programme that will go out the week after next. So let's hope I make the connection first of all. So just concluded an interview with Rob Gilroy. Rob is still there. Can you speak to us, Rob? Hang on, I'll have to take the microphone out. Now you can speak to us.
Hello, I'm here.
Rob's there, and we've Rob's an up-and-coming comedian in the northeast. You can see the time bridge from where he's speaking, and we've just been doing a Skype interview, so that's another part of my day. But Rob, thanks for helping to make that day special.
Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're welcome.
As well, and I am surrounded by smiling people.
Here we are, Claire Balding, who is presenting the BBC's coverage of the Lord Mayor's parade. Now, the interesting thing for me in this is that I remember going to the Lord Mayor's parade when I was about 7, and my mum took me and my sister, and it was I think a rather dull November day, as it I suppose often is. But my abiding memory is actually running for the train in the days when you could do this, to come back from the centre of London and getting on the train while the train was still moving, and it's a very strong and vivid memory of a sense of danger and excitement. But the reason I'm interested in this particular parade today is that I found out that leading the parade is a float from Bradford Grammar School, which is a school I used to work at just down the road from us here. And they're leading the float because the new Mayor of London was a former student of Bradford Grammar School. So I'm just going to see if I can catch the float and the old student who's now Mayor.
Sunshine, and that's all we got.
And a wonderful reception, really big crowd.
Really big crowds. And we started with a flotilla on the river through Tower Bridge, which is raised. It was absolutely wonderful. Lots of colour.
Well, listen, very, very good luck. Enjoy the rest of the day. I may come and see you later on the balcony.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With Yorkshire and with Bradford. The first time that Bradford Grammar School have ever appeared in the show. It's over 400 years old and celebrating 350 years of its royal charter. So that will give David Wooden a huge amount of pleasure.
Here we go, it's Mark and Stuart fixing the first solar panel. There you go, first of 16. It's going to be fitted along these rails. And the idea, of course, is to catch the sun. And again, isn't it great today? We've got sunshine. An unusual view from the top of my house today. Have we been able to test them yet, or is Derek coming along later?
Yeah, they're all tested.
They're all tested, right? There we are. Doing our bit for the planet and a bit of investment as well. Well, thanks very much. So you're here for the day, you think?
Yeah, we will be, yeah. Well, maybe at least this morning.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too long into the afternoon, because obviously it gets dark early at this
Oh,
time of
absolutely.
year, so.
Well, Derek was a bit miffed because he's going to miss Bradford City's FA Cup
Right.
first round tie home.
Right.
We've got season tickets. We would, but there are reasons why we can't go to cup games. But
Yeah.
Bradford on a bit of form in the week, so let's hope they can.
Yeah, hopefully we won't do too bad.
We'll put the radio on for him a bit later on. Okie doke. Just while we're in the studio here, just a chance to have a look at a couple of the iPhone things that I use every day and that we're checking out today. Path is an app that helps me to keep in touch with my two sons, Jonathan in San Francisco and Adam in London. This is a little video that Jonathan shared a couple of weeks ago, working at Mozilla. Whoops. Here we go. Let's just watch the little video because this is quite brilliant, really. Is the company he works with? We're doing some work with Mozilla Firefox and see the location.
It's another beautiful day by the bay, down in the Mozilla offices. Take a look at that.
That's not bad for a working day. Most people can't look at that outside their window, can they? It was my wife's birthday just last month, and there she is with her current carer, Tracy, behind her, and next to her former carer, personal assistant, Val. This is really quite a good way of keeping in touch with folk. There we are. That was Judy celebrating her birthday with Tracy, and we went out into Leeds to see Ralph McTell, and there's Judy on our night out. Here we go, my son at a car boot sale with my dad there down in South London, just again a couple of weeks ago. And here we go, let's just come up to one of the latest. There we go. That's something my son Adam has posted today, and that's him with his nanny and granddad, my mum and dad, down in London. And of course, loads of people on Twitter, but I don't know if I can get this into focus. A couple of folk that I follow: Andy Burnham, MP. A couple of tweets that I put this morning, congratulating Bradford Grammar School on leading the Lord Mayor's parade, and mentioning my Skype interview there with Rob. No, it's a bit too blurred, you can't see it. Here's a good one. This has come through this morning. Bradford City will be at Oldham in the Johnson Paint Trophy Area semi-final to be played week starting 5th of December. That's after a brilliant run by Bradford City. They've won on penalties at home against Sheffield Wednesday, away at Huddersfield, and away just this week in a game they played really well at Sheffield United, all with teams higher than themselves. It's not difficult for Bradford City, who are fourth from bottom of the whole football league, but they are doing extremely well. How they'll fare at Oldham we shall have to see, but it's the most successful they've been so far. Yet the league form is really poor. This afternoon, should keep you posted, they're playing Rochdale at home in the first round of the FA Cup. Let's see how they're going to get on there. There you go. This is our cat, Jess, and you'd like some food, wouldn't you? You can eat it with a spoon today, or do you want me to put it out? Can I lick it? I don't think you're that keen. You're licking it from the edge. Oh yeah. Come here. Let's just put it out for you. Have a look at that camera. There you go. Have you been having a good morning with Nikki?
Yes.
What have you been doing? You were watching a film. What? Oh, you had your nails done. Look at those.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realise that was going to happen.
Yes.
Oh, that's super. Both hands. Let's have a look at this hand as well. Oh, both hands done.
Yes.
Hadn't she done a good job?
Yes.
So that was while you were watching the film.
Yes.
Was it that Please Sir film? She wanted you to,
Yes.
And was it good?
Yes.
All right. Did you enjoy Please Sir, Nikki? Yes. Here she comes. Look, manicurist, personal assistant on a Saturday morning, and look at that, dressed to kill. There we are, Nikki. Have you had a good morning? Did you?
Yes.
And you enjoyed your film?
Yes, I did.
Go on, come and have a sit down there. You deserve your coffee.
You go.
Judy's nails look really good. You've done a great job.
Oh, very nice.
There we are. That's lovely. So you've been doing some work in Judy's pad
nails,
as well.
Judy's book.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's your day going to be, Nikki? You're joining us for the morning. What's the rest of your day hold for you?
Oh, going around the shops.
Just for a change.
Just
Any shops in particular?
Oh, I love charity shop.
Yeah.
And just going around, and I'm gonna take something to the Dorothy Perkins and going around Top Shop and all that.
Oh, it's just what every girl wants to do on a Saturday
Every
afternoon.
Saturday, it's beautiful. Have a Saturday afternoon to do a bit of shopping.
But you're not going to go shopping, are you? We'd often be going to Bradford City. We're playing this afternoon in the FA Cup. But we don't get our car park space, do we, today? So we're going to stay at home because these guys are working on the roof as well.
Yes.
But we just had a look at your nails, and that's a great job.
Oh,
I think
look
you've
at
done
that
extremely
colour.
well. That's it.
That's beautiful.
That's lovely. Well, it's great to have a fashion consultant that comes as well. A woman of many parts. All right. And thank you for your company this morning. It's been great.
Very good.
We'll put you on record for our day. All right. And you say thank you to Nikki for coming today. You tell her. Thanks for doing mine.
Nails.
Because they look
Nice.
nice. They really do.
Very good.
Did you choose the colour?
Yes.
That is lovely.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much. See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Time for an update on the solar panels. There we are. We've got 5 fitted now. Transformation continues. Can I just sort of zoom in and you can have a closer look as to what's going on there. Look at that. And then more to fit on that one. Okay, it's coming for lunchtime, so we've got to go down the shop and get some lunch today. Lived in Saltaire for nearly 8 years now, and this is down the bottom of my drive, and you can tell it comes straight out into Saltaire. How good is that? It's extremely convenient. Past the medical centre on my right, and then down to the shops, and of course over that you can see ahead of me the old buildings. Saltaire, the World Heritage Site, of course the famous Salts Mill that's down the bottom of that road just to the right there, which is Victoria Road. And here we come. Welcome to the High Street. Over the far side there is Gordon Terrace, which is part of the extension of the old, the boundaries of the old part of Saltaire. It's leading up to a very busy and very often congested roundabout, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roads meet together. And the Bingley bypass was great, but it brought an overflow that's just deposited on Saltaire, so it's very often congested here. As you can see, this is Saturday coming out to about 1:15, but the great thing is the sun is shining. But lovely vibrant area and a village feel to things as I move along. Some of these shops, interestingly, have been here a long time. Others, like D Music over here, are fairly new. Fluff, Fur and Feathers over there. Both the shop owners that I've interviewed for work on Bradford Community Broadcasting, and talking to them about their shops and their presence on the high street, which is of course really challenging in these difficult economic times. Hang on, without getting run over. There's a lovely view down to Saltaire United Reformed Church. I don't know if you can see that. You can certainly see my shadow. There we are. Let's just take you all the way down there. That is actually a beautiful church, lovely architecture. And when the bells ring, infrequently, but they did the other day, it's absolutely glorious. And in the distance you can see Hope Hill, which is the other side of the valley in Saltaire. Time to go to the co-op and get some stuff for lunch. So here is the famous Saltaire roundabout. You see how congested this is. Over the far side, called the old tram shed. That was the tram shed where the trams terminated outside of on their trip from Bradford out here to Shipley or Saltaire, where we are, and they, like all trams, met their demise, but the building remains, and it's now a pub and a restaurant. I certainly recommend it. So that road leads off to Bingley. That is the Bingley Road, and then traffic coming in down here. We're looking now over to the Saltaire Valley, the Aire Valley, and down there we've got some of the old houses that Sir Titus Salt built. to get that low loader out of the way. And another angle. Past to my right here, the Countess of Ross, and down there's the view of the High Street down there. So busy Saturday morning. I don't know how many other people are taking pictures of Saltaire, but it's well worth a visit if you get the chance to come to this part. One of the really better parts of Bradford, I have to say. Here I am outside the co-op. I've asked permission to record in there before when I was doing an interview for radio, but they wouldn't give me permission. So obviously I'm not going to film inside here, but here's the co-op, and it really is a key place. I'm down here virtually every day. Get all my stuff down at the co-op. It's one reason I like to live here. It's a very convenient place to shop, and just to have the high street here with all these shops and conveniences is great, without having to go further down into Shipley. Standing opposite the Terrace, which is a great bistro bar, where I've enjoyed a coffee on my own, and indeed interviewing folk as well. So behind me the co-op, I'm going to go down in there now and get some lunch and perhaps some tea ready for later on this evening. There's a view of my house, just through the gap in the buildings there, where the guys are working on the roof. Okay, well, I've just been to the co-op, and I've got my stuff for lunch, and I bumped into a lady called Hattie Townsend, who I've met before, and it's just interesting sort of chance bumping into her, because I'm looking to see if I can interview her. And one of her claims to fame is that she actually appeared in the 1962 first James Bond film, Dr. No, and she played a part of one of the sort of background glamour girls. And so I'm glad I bumped into her today. There's something else that's happened on November the 12th, and it was at the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis, so she's got a story that's kind of linked with that. So she's given me her number. There we are. A Bond girl gives me her number today, although we are going back to 1962. But a lovely lady, and I'm looking to set up an interview with her for one of the radio programs. So there we are. It's amazing who you meet when you're going out on a sunny day on November the 12th. And there's a view down Victoria Road, one of the key roads in Saltaire, right the way down to Salts Mill, down there on the right, and then of course you come to the canal, and well, you come to the railway first, and then to the canal, and then to the river. Sign there says tourist information. Say, certainly this is not a travelogue film, but I encourage you to come and visit Saltaire. And on a lovely autumnal day like this, yeah, rather a special place to be. Apart from all this traffic. It's one of the busiest places as well, I suppose, on the edge of Saltaire. Again, right on the doorstep where I live. I don't use it as much as I should do, but Kasim's car wash, and I think the sunny weather has brought everybody out today, apart from the fact that it's just Saturday as well. Everybody's getting their car washed, and they're queuing up. Sometimes it holds up the main traffic a bit, flooding into Saltaire. But here we are, a place to get nice and clean. After all this dull and damp and grey weather that we've had all this week. And I'm very pleased with this shot, because this just shows, even on November the 12th, with the sun fairly low in the sky, how much, there's my roof there with the Velux window, just how much that sun is shining on that south facing roof, and all those solar photovoltaic panels picking up all that energy to contribute to my electricity consumption, and perhaps that of others as well. And this is interesting, because this site here with the my bungalow here and two semi-detached bungalows to the right. This was the site. Sadly, my immediate neighbour passed away earlier this year, but it was she and her husband who built the bungalow I live in at the top. And this site, right on the edge of Saltaire, she tells me was the site of the last blacksmiths in Saltaire, and she has memories as a younger woman of the Saltaire horses being brought up here to be shod and to be looked after, and actually remembers parties of school children coming to see the blacksmith at work. I've been seeking to do research since I've lived here, and it's not been easy to put things together, but I've been able to find some corroborating evidence, and apparently this was the site, and it was then purchased. All the sadly, I suppose, all the blacksmith demolished, but it meant I'd get a chance to live on this site. And of course you can see, if the sun isn't too strong, that ancient wall that goes all the way up, and in fact goes right the way past my garden and beyond. So you can see we've got, while we're technically just over the edge of Saltaire, it is a site of significance. And in fact, if I turn around, of course, we've got an old building here as well, that is now a kitchen design place, but still obviously bears some of the traits of history. But a lovely view, again, all the way down there to actual historic, actual World Heritage Saltaire. Update on the solar panels then at 1:15. Just to have a word with Derek, who's gone inside. He's doing work on the electrics. He's the sort of boss of this this whole outfit. And there we are. We've got the four that are staggered there because of the shape of the roof. But there we are. And maybe by the end of the day, if it's not the sun hasn't gone down, might actually be generating some of my own electricity. There you go. The roof is transformed. Let's just take you in a little bit closer. There we are. There. How exciting. We are back indoors. I am actually out for about half an hour, and I come back and two things. One, the cat has managed to disappear up into the loft. He's drawn there like a magnet and you can't get him out. But then also we mentioned makeup, and what's been happening here? Hey,
Take your glasses off.
Look at this. Let's get a full look. Oh, we've not only got our nails done today, but look, we've been made beautiful with makeup. There we go. What a good job. There we are. Put your glasses on. Let's have a look at you with your glasses on as well. Whoops. Mind your eye. That's it. Fantastic. I feel great. That's lovely. Lovely job. Well done, Nikki. All right. Thank you. Time to go, I think, now, and to get your round of the shops.
Round the shops.
Round the shops. You are, and you look great. You got your makeup on and your hair nice and curly, and you're poppy. And you look fantastic, eh? Right, we are now on to the last of the solar panels being fitted. Up here. And what time have we got? 3:20, and the last one's being fitted, and Derek's working on the internal electrics, about to have the power going down for a little while. There's the main man going in, but the last one being fitted, so 16, the last of 16 panels. And yeah, I think that looks good. 10 to 4 in the afternoon, and it is done, and the sun has not yet gone down, although it's not directly shining on the panels. But there we are. There's the transformation. Good job. Okay, it's the mastermind, Derek. 4 o'clock on Saturday. Just the last leg to do, and he's had enough. He's even got Bradford City commentary on there in the bedroom, and he's having to miss his FA Cup first round tie. And why is it a knackering week, Derek? Solar panels are all the rage at the moment.
They are. Everybody wants them before the feed-in tariff reduction.
But thankfully we'll make it and finish it off at the beginning of next week.
We'll get there in time.
So here we are, Saturday the 12th of November. What did you do during your day? And thank you that you've been here for part of it. And we've got all the stuff on the roof. So we've taken pictures and you've done a good job. So thank you very much. You got a day off tomorrow?
Thank you.
You get a day off? Yeah. Make the most. Hope the sun shines for you.
Oh, it's a lovely header back, gentle header back from Luke Oliver. How calm is that, though?
Not able to get to the game or even listen to it on radio. I've had to bring our alarm clock out here. In the last few seconds, Bradford are beating Rochdale 1-0 in the first round of the FA Cup.
What a cup week for Bradford City.
That says it all, Durham Tanner.
Dispatched in the penalties, and an absolute belter from Naki Wells to give Bradford City the win over Rochdale, and yet another League One side put out.
A week's a long time in football, Durham.
Yeah, they beat Rochdale by 1-0. They look forward to the second round draw tomorrow. What a game, Wayne Jacobs.
Absolutely fantastic finale, and obviously a goal that deserves to win any game. I don't care where it was. If it had been the World Cup final, it would have been a deserved winner. What a fantastic strike.
Right, Judy, now then, if we're filming a day in our lives, this is what we will often do here. Here's a game of boxes, and it's in the early stages yet, and it's my go. So if I play a few boxes here, Judy is actually world champion of this. It's unofficial, of course, but but I think you tend to sort of beat nearly everybody who comes here and plays you, don't you? Obviously, it's all my coaching over the years that's made the difference.
No.
It's just your own skill, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm world
champion.
And I'll take on all comers. So you better watch out when Judy's
about. Yes.
We were here, of course, 2 years ago, England in a very similar situation.
Now they've had our anthems, England against New Zealand. Happy to wear the poppies on their shirts, I notice. But this is our sporting focus of the day after Bradford City's victory in the FA Cup first round against Rochdale 1-0. Another superb cup victory. But it's worth just watching this because we're going to see the New Zealanders perform the haka. So, always worth a watch.
In the 10th game of the series would be very nice. Thank you very much.
And to be fronted up by the England boys.
By the haka, you can tell by the scowl on his face. But Isaac Luke is the man who leads the New Zealanders in the haka. It's one of the great moments of international sport, this. And everyone goes silent now as Isaac Luke prepares and the Kiwis get ready.
Brilliant. Let's just hope that's their best contribution to the match tonight.
But England were absolutely unflappable. They just stood there and
Well, this evening we've just interrupting our watching of England-New Zealand rugby, which is very exciting, because we've got a Chinese meal. We've got a special evening this evening, haven't we? Because we are celebrating. But we'll tell you a little bit later what it is we're celebrating on Saturday today, isn't it? Saturday the 12th of November. All right, so all will be revealed in a little while. But meanwhile, just excuse us while we enjoy our tea. Our tea. Well, it's the 12th of November 2011, film for Britain Day, and we're coming to our last piece of film. So we've had an eventful day so far. There's been a lot that's been happening, and you've watched some of our events of the day. But we were having a celebration meal earlier. It wasn't just that we were watching England play New Zealand and beat them handsomely to get to play Australia next week. Now, much more important than that is that around this time, what are we looking at now? Ooh, about 9:15, about thereabouts, on the 12th of November, 30 years ago, in 1981, we'd watched the American space shuttle Columbia take off in the afternoon for its 2-day mission, but we were having a countdown of our own, weren't we? And around this time, 30 years ago this evening, we were off to Hyde Terrace in Leeds, which is a maternity home, because we were expecting the birth of our first child, weren't we? And we went in late evening, and it was the early hours of the following morning, on the 13th at 6:35, that our son Jonathan was born. And that's why we've got the scrapbook here, and perhaps you'd just like to look at a couple of photos. It's a very special evening to end the 12th of November for us, isn't it? Because tomorrow's his 30th birthday, our eldest son.
is 30. Have a look at some of
And
these
there he
pictures.
is, Jonathan Charles Archer, in the early hours of the 13th of November. And as we come down a little, there, let's get us in focus. There we have a proud mum and dad and a little baby. There we are. So tonight, the 12th of November, 30 years ago, we left our house then in Leeds, just the two of us, and we came back to our house a couple of days later, the three of us, and started a tremendous adventure and a journey together as a family. Adam was to come along later, and the four of us had many, many happy years. Let's just pan across. Here we go. There's Judy. After a lot of hard work. It was a long labour, wasn't it? All night. Yeah, and there we have the delivery doctor finishing off, and to the right there, a young doctor. I think he was a student doctor. His name was Wedgwood, one of the Wedgwood family. And we learnt there that apparently, if you're in the Wedgwood family, you're entitled to go down and get a piece of your own pottery. And there, a little relaxed later, down the bottom, is the new mum, the lady herself. And that's why we're celebrating tonight. And indeed, we're going to be celebrating tomorrow as well, because of this very happy event. So here we come on Saturday the 12th of November to the end of our recording film for Britain session. We hope you've enjoyed our journey through the day. It's amazing what you can find in a day when you're looking for it. And I suppose this is Remembrance Weekend, at the end of Remembrance Week. It's only fitting that our last piece of film today should be remembering something very special of 30 years ago. And I want to say thank you to my wife, who is my love and who is celebrating being a mum for 30 years tomorrow. Okay, so thanks for joining us on our journey, and we hope to catch up with you again soon. And we're going to say goodbye and good night for now. God bless.